guys, welcome back to another episode on the Hermitcraft server. If you're watching with your... say hi to them too. How you doing, guys? I always wanted to pull off this intro. Yeah, we're back. The grind has to continue. We have so many things to do, and sometimes if I look down in the perimeter, I feel overwhelmed. There's so many projects we have to deal with, and our big problem is distraction. But before we talk about that more, yeah, we got a product placement today again. That worked out well when we did the one for Squarespace and they came back. But yeah, let's talk more about that later. First, the very important bit, fan art. One of my most favorite, chores, if you want to call that, if you want to create an episode, look through fan art. I constantly look, but, I always remember, hey, there was this amazing piece, and I asked them for permission a while back. So, yeah, this time around, iCrawler, check it out. Wow. I mean, this is just amazing. Lovely style. Look how cheeky I look. And, then the mysterious goatness in the background going on. I love it. Thank you so much, iCrawler. All the important links to them in the video description. Make sure to check out the original Twitter post. Throw some likes on there. Support our fan artists. It's amazing. And, people often ask in the fan art community, they wonder, do the hermits have any preferences? Whoa, our amazing sugarcane farm went off. Do we have any preferences when it comes to fan art? Well, I have to say, I don't really want to say, I don't like this, I don't want this, because pretty much, like every art piece I see is unique, amazing, and cool, and very inspiring in it, and I don't want to restrict whatever it is done. The only thing I might say to that, but that's also not a must. If you see me like that, feel free to go ahead. But a lot of people know about the lore in my skin, right? That there's this creeper involved, and well, sometimes people draw me. Maybe that comes also from the goat theme a little bit, four-legged. It's like almost a creeper with a goat body, kind of four-legged thing. That is for some of the fan art where I think, wow, okay, I'm a minotaur. Normally, I see myself not as four-legged, but, whatever people feel like they want to draw, I enjoy it, and yeah, makes me feel good. Makes me feel good to see this amazing fan art every time. I was really wondering about something. Maybe I missed something? But is there a new texture for levers, or is that a thing we did on the server here with some resource thing I have no idea about? Do you know this red power thing showing a lever is powered and unpowered? Is this a new 1.9 thing? 19 thing? Yeah, I missed it somehow? Maybe. Yeah, so last episode we had a bit of a different episode. Of course, we did a lengthy tour with the Hermitcraft Hermitcraft developers, the Minecraft developers, right? A bunch of them, Slice Slime and King Bdox came on. And it was really enjoyable. I was unsure what you guys would think about that, if you'd enjoy that, or, it was a lengthy episode, like 1 hour, 44 minutes. Then you think to yourself, okay, I mean, Doc, now you're stretching it, putting out like, movie length episodes there. But, there was so much interesting talk with the devs there, and I really didn't know what to cut, and I also wanted to get the vibe across, so it was a super long video. Maybe you're not even done watching the last episode, but there was a lot of interesting information in there, but also a really fun incident, guys. Man, remember when we did this disclaimer in the video where I literally said, hey, don't quote the, devs on that and be weird about it. What do you know, not even a day later, in this weird YouTube Shorts situation, where people make shorts about everything, like, yeah, it weirds me out sometimes. King Bdox. Okay, I think, no, let's do this like this. So anyways, already somebody Already somebody made a short and it's called Minecart's gonna change dramatically. And then they have this crazy build up and saying, yes, we knew it, we were hyped in Minecart's, it needs it and blah blah blah, and there is proof to it. I cannot show you the whole video, obviously, because it's like 144 minutes long. But they go like, yeah, here, the developers confirm it. And then there's Sliced Slime, this, out of context quote pretty much, where Sliced Slime is just randomly standing there and we talk and he goes like, yeah, I wished minecarts were better. What is wrong with people, man? Like, what is wrong with people? Anyways, yeah, we got our pet Warden, and today we want to release him. This Warden is gonna have a job. He will kill these slime around here. And all my vacation, like when I was gone, I was thinking, man, we want to do this. We want to name this Warden and then get him out of there somehow. We gotta break the glass, and then I want to have him loose and just be here in the perimeter and chill. And yeah, we gotta call him King B Dogs, right? in honor of one of the Death King who worked a lot on the Warden. So here we go. You're named now. King, relax, man. We had a good time last time, alright? Okay. Technically to get... Ow! Hey, everybody relax here. I'm gonna release the watchdog if you don't chill. Stop, slime. You don't mess with me. I have my pet here now. Okay. So we technically just need to break this one glass block here. Then they should be able to get out. Alright, King. Enjoy. Ooh. Oh yeah. Alright. I think they're still onto the note block. Okay, we need to somehow get there and then turn the note block off so they can actually focus on something else, aka those slimes here. Should have probably turned it off beforehand. I'm rusty. A little bit of a break, but should be distracted by it now and not worry about us too much. Oh god. Okay, now King is free. Oh, he looks excited. Sniffy. Wait, are you stuck there now? Oh, he's clearly sniffing one of those slimes. Uh-oh. He mad. Well, slime, the fun times are over here. You think, you can party here while I'm gone? No. Ooh! He got him. He got him with the beam. Okay. See, I'm getting distracted again. Guys, I've been busy. I've been digging a hole. It is starting to become a meme in our episodes here, isn't it? But our problem is distractions. We build and do all kinds of weird stuff. Like, we shot this supersonic arrows, we built creeper launching cannons, instead of really focusing on doing our infrastructure so we can get the perimeter further developed and up and running. As of now, everything is a grind. And the biggest grind is I need tons of glass all the time. And especially for our insane drowned farm project and some other, there's another farm project I want to show you. End of light farms with light suppression. Found a way to do that without all the light suppression shenanigans, and it's super overpowered. It's the future of mob farming. I need to show you that too. But to be able to do that, we finally need to focus on infrastructure. So hereby, I declare the next few weeks infrastructure weeks. Yes, we need no distractions, no shenanigans, just hardcore Minecraft technical brilliance. Yeah, that sounds about right. So anyways, for this endeavor, we started already here, right? We have our insane bone meal farm here that spits out around about 12,500-ish bone meal per hour. So we have this thing sitting here for a while, never really used it, and it was the start of what we call independent energy production here. Because one of the biggest nuisances I have after all these years of Minecraft playing is always coal. Or any other source of fuel that is efficient. Right, you can burn pretty much a lot of stuff, sugarcane, whatnot. But if you want to run decent furnace arrays, you want to have coal or something, something that burns real well. And well, there is ways to get coal. For example, you can build a farm in the Nether, and just go for a giant with a farm or something like that, with a skeleton farm, right? You get some good coal out of that and stuff like that. But as we are, it's an old principle. That's a good way to automate it. But another good way to automate it is, of course, using charcoal. So there, the route always was blocked a little bit because, well, the route to full automation. But since we have Azealia, actually no longer. If you have a bone meal supply that is automatic, as we have above, no player input required, we can have a fully automated Azealia wood farm that will spit out quite a bunch of logs. But the road to that was a bumpy one, and it required a lot of fiddling and testing, and then To Know To Name came up with a concept that opened the floodgates. And I dove deep into the so-called, it exists for real, TMA, the Technical Minecraft Archives. And with this discovery To Know To Name made, deep in this archive, I found a design we will show today. It's never been shown before, and it's really cool. But before we do that, I want to talk about the principle that was discovered by To Know To Name. One of those clever peeps of the hive mind, right? That made this whole possible. But first, before I do that, let's jump in our quick product placement here. Check it out. Here at Scar's amazing theme park in the making is my new happy place on the server. Like before I took the break, I always came down here and I was just chilling out a bit. There was not so much done yet. He made insane progress, and I heard he had really some trouble. Somebody released a Warden somewhere around here, and he had shriekers everywhere. But still my happy place. And what also made me really happy was the reception of the product placement for Squarespace. We did, I think, 2 episodes or 1 episode ago. You guys said, hey, this was a cool product placement. It made a lot of sense, and that's the way it should be. And got the same feedback from the Squarespace peeps. They were really, really happy about your positive reception of the product placement, and said, hey, let's do another one. So thank you, Squarespace. And for you guys that missed it last time, there's of course all the important links in the video description. But what is Squarespace and what can it do for you? As I always say in the beginning of the video, support our amazing fan artist community around the Hermitcraft server. It is just insane, the amazing work they do. And that's why we partnered with Squarespace, right? I suggested, hey, set up online shops, because I get so many requests of people asking, hey, can I buy this fan art? Is this available as a poster? And I always think it's the best if the amazing fan artists can profit from that directly. And that's why Squarespace, right? You can easily set up an online store here. I did this in like half an hour or so. I'm not somebody that is good with creating websites. There's a lot of templates and themes available, and you can then easily put your website together. You have a full analysis behind it. You have analytics. You can manage your web store and so on. Really easy to do. Of course, you can use it for all other web projects if you want to publicize something, if you want to blog, if you want to feature your videos, if you want to have, I don't know, a special website for your community or just for your friends. It's very easy to do. And I thought, that's a fitting partner, and you guys agreed. That made me really, really happy. So once again, check it out. Link in the video description with all the important infos, and have fun, and I'd say thank you again, Squarespace. Really nice working with you guys. You've been very patient with me in my vacationing and whatnot. So thanks for that. And yeah, let's get back into the action, guys. So let's talk about fully automated azalea tree farming. How do we get the azalea trees? Well, the basic concept is pretty simple. Well, you just saw it. I bone mealed moss block, and then we get a bunch of azalea trees. But yeah, with that always comes the issue that you also get a bunch of grass and these carpets here. And what the common issue is with such automated wood farms using the azalea, they are really not bone meal efficient. And the problem is, yeah, relatively simple, right? So what you need to do is you need to bone meal moss and hope on top of that moss eventually, you know, instead of a carpet, maybe one of these azaleas will grow. When you manage to get that done, aha, here we got it now. Then you need to bone meal that thing, right? And then it'll grow, and then you can get the logs out of it. Then you have a conversion here as well, you know, that goes to rooted dirt. So you need to have an adjacent moss block here somewhere again in that process to convert that back. It needs to be pulled out to turn back into dirt by pulling it out, and you know, then you bone meal so to get the moss back so you can grow more azalea. There's quite a few complex steps in that, but all that is handle. You know, you can handle that. It's just a matter of having the right sequence there. Tree farms generally are a bit complicated. That's just the nature of the beast. But the main problem is here efficiency. So what happens is, when you try to grow a tree in that cycle, right? You get the azalea tree, then you bone meal it. Then that's good efficiency if you manage to get wood out of it. But if you don't get wood, it's a problem. And as we know, in many cases, for example, the grass can grow here. And then you would try to bone meal the grass here and keep on bone mealing and waste a lot of bone meal with your dispensers. You want to make sure you don't waste. And that is the setup that got discovered here by To Know To Name to make farms like that more efficient. So let's throw some bone meal down here into the dispenser and trigger. And as we can see, we have water flowing sideways and we have a piston up here. Every time we trigger here, we bone meal the moss below, and shortly afterwards we extend the piston here. And to make sure we crush everything, right? So now if you keep doing that for a while, we will see immediately if there is no azalea tree, it will be cleared by the water here. So that means if, you know, here we would have our other dispenser sitting that would bone meal try to bone meal the azalea plant that is sitting there, right here. And now this is the efficiency problem with these farms, right? You know, you will always, after each cycle, we try to grow something, and then we would fire bone meal to make sure the tree grows, and all this bone meal is wasted. But with this clever setup like this, something special happens, and it's cool that it happened just now. So this time around, we grew an azalea tree, and because of the hitbox of the azalea tree, it's like a top slab, pretty much. In combination here with the stair, the water can no longer flow over. And now there is an azalea tree, and you know, we will bone meal and it'll grow. We will bone meal with this dispenser, and then we will detect and process the wood. So yeah, now no more bone meal is wasted, you know, so this is gone now, water keeps on flowing, and we will keep on going with our cycle, bone meals, but there's nothing there, you cannot bone meal air, there's nothing, boom boom boom, fires, nothing is wasted, nothing is wasted, nothing is wasted, nothing is wasted, and every time we try to grow, we fire here, keep that in mind. So now again, aha, something is there to grow, boom, dispenser can fire, and it'll grow. And this is the basic concept that, yeah, is the groundwork for this crazy farm we will build now. I found in the Minecraft Tech Archives. The Tech Minecraft Archives, it's a real thing. So yeah, all the credit links in the video description, of course, and some more info. And I'd say, yeah, enough talking for today. Let's do some building. I need a cookie. You know, and sometimes you ask yourself, what are you doing? This is pretty complex redstone we got here. You know, I mean, if something is in development for a while, people tend to compact and to perfect things. And yeah, building one of these though is always a bit tricky. There was a lot of upside down pistons and things that need to be pushed in place. But you know, on the first glance, this just looks like a terrible redstone mess. It is, but it is more. It is more. So I showed you that principle, right, we've been using. And with all the shenanigans going on, here inside is the deciding spot. Here we have the exact same setup I demonstrated to you upstairs. 2 moss blocks, right? And then we have a waterlogged slab in the middle. And the waterlogged slab flowing left and right. So we have 2 growing spots here, not only 1 as I demonstrated. Right below that, right here, there's dispensers trying to bone meal the moss, so we either get azalea or the other stuff we don't want that gets instantly flushed by the water. We do that on 2 sides here, and those dispensers up here, then they fire, you know, if there's azalea, fire and make them grow. And then we have a crazy piston setup of pushers and pullers, like you know from a lot of tree farms that push all the logs along here, which is, it's not fully filled in yet. I just placed a few logs because it's a bit easier to build. And yeah, will be pushed into this area here, which is a blast chamber actually for wood that comes in 3 streams like that, and there's a pretty nifty TNT duper sitting on top here, and that is all timed on a toggle mode, dropping TNT left and right here. As you can see right now, TNT flowing, water flowing to the left here. And there's a glass block blocking this side, and you know the TNT gets triggered and washed down left and right here. All in theory at the moment. We haven't tested this thing. And then, you know, when we grow azalea trees, they get pushed out. Up in here, there's all kinds of rubbish, you know, that will be produced from the leaves and stuff, and all that gets flushed into holes here on the sides. And then makes it down into the system, gets picked up by some hopper minecarts that are snuck in here. There's also hopper minecarts in these moss blocks here. In case you wonder how to do that, well, first put the minecart in, and then obviously you convert put dirt down with a piston, you know, push it down, and then you convert the dirt into moss. You cannot push around moss blocks, so this is how you get minecarts into moss blocks. You know, and all the stuff gets picked up here and transported down and then flushed away and burned. But we're gonna sort out some stuff later, but that's you know, for the second part of this project, when we actually try to process what's going on here. And then of course we also need a constant feed from above, from our bone meal farm. So yeah, lots of things that can go wrong. At the moment I filled in a bunch of bone meal right down here. Those are the 3 lanes going up. 2 lanes bone mealing the moss up stairs, and then the third one, you know, this one bone meals the moss, and these 2 are the side ones that trying to grow trees. And you know, here our bone meal will come in from above later, but we have to hook that up too. Right now I loaded it up quite a bit, and we should be able to test run it. And here's the switch for it. Let's just see, you know, there's gonna be lots of moving parts, TNT explosions, all kinds of things. I'm just gonna pull the lever and we will see what happens. Alright. Okay, this is looking promising. Yes, okay, our TNT blast chamber is working. Okay, yeah, we're producing some wood here. Now what we want to see is, oh, there's more logs coming out of this thing. I think we have a working system here, guys. Yes, look at the wood streams. Okay. Yes, wood streams here is good. That means we're producing wood in there. Okay. Let's have a look inside. What's happening here? Yeah, and here is the process now in full effect. You can see we're constantly trying to grow azalea. As soon as azalea actually grows here, and you can see that's about 10%, it's pretty rare, but we got 2 chambers, but we're not, on the right side it happened, and here it happened now too. And then everything gets processed like crazy. Here it happened again. Here it happened again. Yeah, and then the wood gets pushed forward into the blast chamber here. And eventually everything here should fill up. And we should see nice wood coming out of the system in the long run. Yeah. It seems to be working alright. Here in the middle, do we have an issue here, or is just a random chance with not so much wood being there? Should be alright. Oh. Something just exploded in there. Did we just blow up a bed? Okay. But I think we're good. I think we have a running system here. Holy moly. Wow, that was a brain teaser. After a little break, right into this insanity with so many moving parts. But yeah, we ran it for a bit. And here comes the logs. Beautiful. I think, yeah, this middle part is also slowly filling up. I mean, you know, the trees grow in a weird ways, the celia trees. And, yeah, we're just trying to push over as much as we can here. But I think we're looking good. Eventually that middle lane will also completely fill up. Wow. Okay, now let's look how much bone meal we actually used. We should be able to see that with our lowest dispensers here. And here you can see, you know, quite a bit got eaten up already. But it's not insane amounts. We got, you know, 1.5 stack of logs already, and the machine will spit out a little bit more when the wood channels are properly filled in all. And yeah, we didn't blow out through, you know, insane amounts of bone meal here. So that is actually pretty cool. Alright, I'm gonna turn on the machine now for a little bit longer and do some more testing and see if everything runs smoothly. And if that is the case, we can continue with the project, hook it up to our actual bone meal farm on top, and then, you know, we can fully autonomously run this thing. Just need a bit of a storage back there for the wood that is coming out. And then we want to, you know, gather some of the stuff that is being destroyed here at the moment. They have the filters here prepared already. We want to gather some azalea, some moss carpets, and so on. You know, building blocks that will help us. And if you have it, and I'll make it, I don't know, so we have a few chests of those. It's good, you know, easy for building, for decorative purposes and stuff. Alright, let me run this bad boy a little bit longer and do some more tests, but it's looking really promising. The next morning, the early shift is here. The early Europeans. Yeah, it looks like Keralis is in the grind now again, like crazy. Wait, let's quickly check. I've seen it on all the time. What is our Warden doing? I don't see him. Let's have a quick peek. King! Oh, okay. You there. Come on, feeding time. Let's spawn in a few slime. Hey! You sniffy. Oh! No, don't. Charging. Oh! Where are you charging at? Wait. Oh god! Why you have to be mad? It's dangerous now in the perimeter. Man, he be chasing me like crazy in mid-air. Is he still coming after us? It looks so funny. King, relax, man. Why you have to be mad? Okay, I'm gonna fly over here. Just fly past him. How crazy is their pathfinding? Why is there a boat? Somebody jumped down into the room. Oh, okay. Little less mad. Looks so funny when they run. Oh. I'm really trying to go fast, but I have stumpy short legs. That's the best I can do. The legs are really too short for him, man. Look at them arms. Skipped leg day in gym. Okay, I'm leaving. This is your place now. I'm cool. Leave me alone. Why would he... Come on, man. Like there's all these slimes around you being noisy. Oh man. Guys, I did some more work over here at the setup. Did some more testing, tweaking, polishing. There was a small... Relax. Bro. What the heck? I see you. I know you're moving. Like whenever I turn around, he'll be moving. Okay. So yeah, I had a small timing issue in there, but other than that, no problem. You know, the TNT dropped a little bit offset. I had a repeater setting wrong. Took me a while to find that, but now it looks fine. And what we did now, you can see it below here. I just connected the tubes going up and down, and now we have a switch here in our setup. You can see this piston there. If we activate the whole farm, this will pull out, right? And all the bone meal we are... Wait. If King uses the elevator now and comes up here, I'm... King, I can hear you. What's up? So anyways, you know, stuff goes up and down here now, right? We can pull a switch below and that activates this farm here as well. Just some redstone coming up, hooked up to the farm, and then... Where is he? Oh. Oh my god. King? Oh, you're in for a fun time, Zombird. Dang, that punch looked epic. Whoa, and that punch looked so good. Donk, he one-shotted him, man. That was some serious Mike Tyson action. Maybe we should rename this guy. Wow. Okay, you do you. I'm getting distracted. It's too funny. Anyways, so now, you know, main switch is connected. And the idea is when the farm up there is running, it provides, of course, the bone meal for here. But if there's too much, you know, not needed by the machine, it will go up back into the system and be loaded up there. So, you know, all the excess bone meal we gather as we do before. Of course, we can also run the bone meal farm independently. But yeah, now everything is smooth and really cool to watch. So we just turn this thing on here, and then all the moving parts start going again. And now we can see we also activated our bone meal farm on top, right? Running automatically. And here is the drop chute. We just pulled out the piston I showed you. And yeah, now bone meal that is produced will come through. This farm also needs to warm up a little bit always when you start it off. But yeah, now bone meal is coming and it just dropping down to us into the farm and now arriving here. And you know, there's small details in there that are just yeah, important. And yeah, you can see here, for example, we're making sure we're bulking up the bone meal a little bit, so when it hits the dispensers it's not only one or two, it's always a bunch stacking up here. And the concept here is simply you have a half slab like that makes sure the items stop here real quick and get a chance to just bunch up, right? And then eventually they make it over, and then we use normal ice transportation. But that's you know, small details. You can find tricks like that over at the TMA, as I told you, the Technical Minecraft Archives, the TechMC Archives. I will put the Discord link in the video description. You can join and you can look around, and then you can, for example, also find this design here by Finarxen. Yeah, that's his name, or their name, Finarxen. And you know, all these designs normally have a nice description there. How much does this put out? So this farm should put out 6,000 logs per hour. while using 12,300 bone meal an hour. You always get some info about the MSPT as well. So this farm is really MSPT optimized, only 2.15 on a pretty standard laptop. And it's also tick warp tested for 125 hours, you know, so the designs on there are quality designs in many cases. Light medics are often provided. So yeah, Fernaxin, awesome design. Thank you so much. And yeah, guys, the dudes over at DMA will be happy. Spread the word. It's good stuff. Really a nice archive of all kinds of crazy stuff. And if you don't find the design you want to use one-to-one, maybe, you always find good ideas there. It's like a bit of an archive of the hive mind in a way. So yeah, over here now we have our filters where we filter out items that just get produced by the farm. In addition, told you there will be lots of stuff flowing about right here on top and so on, leaves and things. Everything gets flushed into the system and flushed away, filtered out. And we get a lot of carpet out of it, and yeah, Zelia, you know, for decorative purposes. So that's good to filter that off on the side. Eventually, when these filters are full, stuff will just be burned here in the fire. And there is some stuff in there like seeds and so on we don't really want, or the sticks we already, you know, burn them right away. Yeah, and then back here, obviously we have our loot collection for the wood. That's also pretty straightforward, and as you can see, farm is running fine. Wood is here produced, and you can see the right side TNT now drops a bit further down. That was a little bit of a timing issue. It exploded a little bit too early, but I fixed it now, and now it cleans out the item streams here perfectly. As you can see, right, we have to of course keep the push limit in mind. That's always a crux with these TNT chambers, right? If you push stuff in, one way stuff can break is if you exceed the push limit of 12 blocks and it doesn't get properly blown up. But yeah, now we really have a fully automatic wood production setup. Like, this is one of my dream setups, honestly. Like everything that can be literally fully automated is amazing to me in Minecraft. And yeah, of course we can turn this whole thing off, right? Ta-da! And then with a little bit of delay, the TNT duper will blast 2 more shots or so. Everything gets shut down again, and of course this also affects our bone meal setup up here. And yeah, all good. So these farms work really well together. The first design, if you go back a few episodes, that is a design by Ilmango, and coincidentally it spits out like 12,500 bone meal per hour, and it fits perfectly in combination with a setup like this. Or any other bone meal farm you have for the matter, but keep in mind you need about 12,300 bone meal per hour to keep this farm running at full speed. If you don't have that, it will be a bit slower, of course, right? But you don't want this farm to run empty. A lot of these tree farms are always based on full hopper lines feeding the system, and if you run out of bone meal, it's a bit tedious to get in there and refill all the droppers in there, right? So you don't want that. So yeah, just hook up a simple bone meal farm to it, or make sure it never runs dry. Yeah, so that's that. We have the very first and crucial step to any base, man. We have infinite energy production, because yeah, with this log we will just hook up a charcoal maker now, and then we have finally infinite fuel here created out of thin air, and I don't have to do a thing. I don't have to place trees, nothing, because that's the downside of tree farms always. It requires player action. But now, as I build this tree farm, at some point this season we will build the ultimate universal tree farm as well. There's people working on this project, and yeah, it'll happen. But I'm pleased. This was just a normal episode, guys. No distractions. We do what we do. We showed the Hermit Minecraft community, yeah, very unknown design, a new concept to do stuff. And yeah, next episode we'll continue here hammering out infrastructure projects, because yeah, we need to build more things. That's why you do things in Minecraft. You build things so you can build other things faster. Alright, yeah. For the people out there that are really, really, really observant, they know there is a little secret out there. Something people wondered when there will be the next one. But yeah, we'll talk about that in the next episode in detail. But I know some of you found it already. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for your support, right? Okay, I see you in the next episode. Wow, started work at the park. Oh, I need to go over and hang out a bit. Bye guys.